Hi, it's been a while. Let me get you back up to speed. This is my 2008 Honda Civic Si. This is my project car, my track car, my fun car. I love this car. It's great. This is also a 2008 Honda Civic Si. This is the best tool I've ever bought in my whole life. This is a parts car. I think you see where I'm going with this. So one of the ways that I think I'm going to offset the costs of my engine swap and my engine problems is by this, with my parts car. This car, unfortunately, was in a pretty bad accident. It was totaled. It'll never be able to get on the road again. It's a salvage title. But what it does have going for it is a great drivetrain. Nothing wrong with the drivetrain. It was a rear impact, the K20Z3 and the transmission, pristine, no problem. This is my game plan for recouping some of my costs. So this cost me $2,500, which is a freaking bargain. I needed a K20Z3 anyway, and a K20Z3 just alone, you're looking somewhere in the ballpark $2,500 to $4,000 just to get the motor and the transmission. So I've got K20Z3 with a good transmission, the 6-speed and the LSD under the hood there. I'm going to put that in my car. Everything else gets sold, right? So I have an extra 6-speed transmission. I'm going to sell that anywhere from $1,100 to $1,500. I have a good K20Z3 head in my car. I'm going to sell that. That's somewhere in the ballpark of $800 to $1,000 for that head, depending on who's looking for it. Then the interior of this car is actually in really good shape. This was a garage kept car, so not sun faded or sun beat. So the interior, I can sell the seats probably around $500, which is really great. But then there's also bits of this car that I want to keep for myself. But my goal with this car is I want to offset as much of the cost of the engine swap as possible. So I was looking anywhere from $2,500 to $3,000 for a new motor. I just saved myself that money by buying this parts car. Then I'm going to sell off as much of the bits and parts of it as I can, and we'll see how much money I get back from this parts car. I'm going to keep that as a running tally as I sell things. So I'm going to keep a running tally of how much I can get back out of this. I'm thinking I can get pretty close to the purchase price of $2,500, in which case I would have gotten a K20Z3 for essentially nothing, which is pretty awesome. So I'm going to keep the running tally. Huh. Yeah, I don't think I did that. Hi, me from the future. I'm just trying to upload this video. I'm putting the edit together, and I realize there's some gaps that need to be filled in. So I shot that back in June. It is now January, so my bad. But yeah, most of the car is sold as of today, which is awesome. In fact, here's some footage as the car sits today. So as you can see, a lot of it is gone. The front suspension's gone, the front bumper is gone, the interior is all but gone. So most of it has been sold. I've sold a lot of the big pieces, the transmission I sold, the head, I sold that as well. So I made quite a bit of money back, and this was a good exercise. I paid $2,500 for that parts car. So as of today, I've made $3,400 on that parts car. So there's been a lot that I've learned from this parts car, and I still stand by my statement that a parts car is the best tool you can buy if you're working on a project car. But I did end up selling a lot of it and making a little bit of money on top of it, which is, that wasn't the intent. I wasn't trying to buy the parts car to make money. I bought the parts car because the engine was what I wanted, and the rest of it was just bonus. One lesson learned, however, is time. So I was hoping to have everything sold out of that parts car by the end of that summer. So I got it in June. I was hoping by August I'd have it all sold. That just didn't happen. It sold a lot slower than I was expecting. So time is something you have to take into account. It does take some time. There's certainly ways you can increase that time. I sold everything on Facebook Marketplace. If you sell it on eBay, you could theoretically sell things quicker, but I sold everything local, so I didn't have to deal with shipping or anything like that. Side note, Facebook Marketplace, I think we all know this on Facebook Marketplace, but don't be that guy. Please don't be that guy. Do not send messages, is this available? Okay, I had hundreds of messages of, is this available? And As a seller, it's so annoying because you have to reply to it. You have to say, yes, it's available. And if you don't, it affects your rating and marketplace. So just don't be that guy. If it's up, it's available. Send me what you're looking for, then I'll respond. PSA over. This is kind of the end of my parts car saga. It ended up working out really well for me, but I had the luxury of space and time. If you are going to look into a parts car, I highly recommend it. It makes life so much easier if you're doing a swap or any kind of major work on your project. Parts car, it comes in so clutch. So if you can, highly recommend it. But again, it's not for everybody. One thing I will say, and I'm going to echo one of my favorite YouTubers right now, Vinanatra. Don't look at a parts car as an investment, and don't look at your project car as an investment. 9 times out of 10, you're going to lose money, and you got to be okay with that. I was super lucky. I actually made money on this parts car, but that was never going to be a guarantee. Use the parts car for what it is. It's a tool, and it's super helpful. So go get yourself a parts car. It'll make your life so much easier. All right, that's enough me ranting. I'm gonna get back to this edit. You'll see it soon. And hey, if you haven't yet, yeah, I'm gonna do the thing. Hit the like, hit subscribe, throw down a comment. It really does help this channel. This channel's really, like, I haven't paid much attention to it lately. I'm trying to put more effort into it. I'm writing at like 160 subscribers, which I feel pretty awesome about that. So the 160 of you, thank you very much. You guys rock and you're awesome. But I would love to hit 1,000 subscribers, because that way you start to get into monetization with YouTube, and you can do a lot more things with YouTube. And I do have some plans in the future for a lot more content. So if you would be so kind, like, subscribe, comment, pick 2. Cool. All right, bring it back. Thanks, guys. It's really a shame that this thing is total, because I love these cars in white, and this paint, unlike mine, is in really good condition. See, like, the clear coat is still all here. This was garage parked. It wasn't parked out in the sun where it got beat to hell. My car, beat to hell by the sun, unfortunately. This car has 8th Gen Civic Gold as far as trim pieces. Let me show you. You see the windshield trim? It still has the inner gasket. You never see that. You usually see this. No inner gasket, right? And these trim pieces, these things, so they go the length of the car all the way back. New from Honda, they're $300. So that's a great find. So those are coming off. They're going to be put on my car. You know, the window visors, I like these. I'm going to keep those. They're cool. Interior, the seats are in really, really decent shape. There's a little bit of wear and tear. My seats are actually in really good condition too. So these I'm just going to sell. Steering wheel in here is way better than mine. So that steering wheel is coming out with me. Dashboard is in really good shape too. Rear seats, similar condition, really good. Door cards, really good. So, you know, everything basically from the rear door forward is great, like no issues, and all salvageable. So that's the tour of the exterior. Then let's look at, you know, the important bit, the K20 Z3. This is the whole reason I bought this car. It's a K20 Z3, it has 150,000 miles on it. This was part of the engine recall, so this had a similar problem. The block cracked on his original motor, and Honda did a factory warranty, replaced the whole motor. So this is a brand new motor, it has 150,000 miles on it. So again, I'm gonna take this motor and put it into my red car. The transmission, I don't need another transmission. Mine is still great. So that transmission I'm going to sell, which again, $1,100, $1,500, somewhere in that ballpark. And then the accessories, you know, I don't need a lot of the accessories, so I'll sell those as well. And then, like, if you look at the condition of the plastics as well, like the shrouds, like all of the clips are still here, like everything is still here. It's a little sun faded up here, which is pretty typical, but all of these plastics are going to come off I'm going to put them in my car because my plastics are really chewed up. They're really bad shape. So these are coming with me. I'm debating about the stock airbox because I love that this motor still has a stock airbox. It doesn't have an intake. Mine has an intake, and I love the sound. The intake sound is really, really cool. But I'm honestly curious about just putting in the stock airbox and just running that. The stock airboxes are still great. It's really just the sound that I'm looking for in the intake. So we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Everything else in here is pretty standard, right? It's not on coilovers. It's still on the stock suspension, stock brakes, stock calipers. The engine mounts in here are still in relatively good condition, but I'm going to change them out just because why not? So this is kind of the holy grail of a parts car. Is it has exactly what I need, which is the motor, and then everything else is in really good condition and sellable. Like the ECU, I don't need another ECU. I can sell that as well. So I'm really excited to start diving into this. I think there's a lot of potential here, and I'm pretty confident that I can get close to $2,500 in parts of just reselling. So that's the advice I would give. If you're going to get a parts car, one, look for the right car and look for the right price. Don't go pay $8,000 for a parts car and think you're going to get $8,000 out of it in a couple of months, because you won't. Find one that's $2,500, $3,000, something like that. Give yourself a few months and you'll start making your money back.